PWR Daily, and it is Monday, or Tuesday, December 12th. Frank and Meathead's being watched.
Half pass a freckle. Quarter to a mole.
It's a fantasy match segment. Again, we want you to send in your fantasy match thoughts. PWRshow.com, obviously.
And no, it's not Frank versus, Miguel and Gorilla. It's not Meathead versus Nicole Bass, Carl Love. It's fantasy matches.
Yeah, and before we started, you had one that you wanted to kind of bring out there.
I want to bring out because, it's something I've wanted to happen at WrestleMania this coming year, but it's probably not going to happen. Let's talk about it right now. It's Austin, and it's Hogan.
Yeah, it was at the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony, for those of you who remember watching. Austin, and I don't think he was joking, he was really giving some jabs to Hogan. Hogan kind of brushed him away, so to speak, but kind of setting up a possible, hey, if we can get it started here, we'll play with the camera, play with the fans, maybe we can have this happen. But it looks like it.
It looks like it's not going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's got to get underway soon.
Yeah.
We're talking Rumble time. It's got to get underway.
Or at least start getting teased now so they can really build the thing up. Probably, a lot of people have wanted something with Austin, especially the fans that started watching him in the basically the late 90s, 97, 98, up until maybe 2 years ago. Austin in his prime. People were also talking about maybe Brock Lesnar. Hey, if we can get those two guys together, especially
I think the real match was the real match, and I don't know. We'll get back. It was Goldberg Austin. That was the match that everyone wanted because those two guys in their prime, at their top, at the apex, two guys with bald heads and black trunks.
Right, and those of you that were WCW fans at the time, or WWE fans at the time, thought, hey, they're ripping off Austin and vice versa, and but those opinions are.
But let's talk about the match on the table right now. It's Austin and it's Hogan.
Yeah.
Now, because Damien's not here, I'm going to help you set this up. Because he always tries to standard ring, WWE style.
Exactly.
It's four corners.
Yep.
But it is in a classic 1984, 1985 blue steel cage.
Okay.
Think
not with the top.
Think WrestleMania 2. Think Hogan Bundy.
Okay.
Okay. The big blue steel cage.
Okay.
All right.
And MSG.
Right. There's lumberjacks around the outside. People from Hogan's era and people from Austin's era.
All right.
Okay. Making sure that nobody climbs out. It's one-on-one, mano-a-mano.
So how do you win the match?
I just like setting it up. You win the match by pinfall.
Oh, okay.
You can't escape from the cage.
Okay, because some of
the cages to keep them in, because Hogan will be technically the Hogan that he was in WCW, trying to run around and escape. That's what the cage is for.
See, but then what are the lumberjacks for?
Lumberjacks to make sure they ain't climbing out of the cage.
Well, okay.
Okay.
You set it up, but
I set it up.
You got guys with two egos. That. Who would want to get out of the cage and look like chickens? And then,
Oh, no.
You'd have to somehow.
Who's the face and who's the heel going into this match? Unfortunately, you're going to have to make Austin the quasi face because Hogan has to go in.
Hogan would be face, and Austin would be quasi. He'd be a tweener.
Unfortunately, your winner of the match via pinfall, the body slam and the leg drop.
Yeah, it would be Hogan.
It'd be Hogan. But, Austin would own him after match.
Yeah. You would, you know what? Come over here and shake the hand. And then stutter. And then leave the thing. And I know the lumberjacks would have, their own beer.
That's right.
And then they toss it.
That's right. And then they'd get stunned. Every one of them.
30 of them.
He'd stun it. 15 each. Stun. What? Ah!
Didn't come out the end. Very special guys referee. But, that would be still cage, most steel cage. But I agree with the cage. I don't know if I'm but that would be a great fast match. Again, says what you think would be a bad match. Take the wrestler from this era. And some from the era. And you could then do it.
And that's something we used to do here in Pro Support and here on PWR Daily. It's a little bit new of a segment. But the three of us, Damien, Frank, myself, Carl, if you add in the HBK of the show, we used to put together once a year, we put together a fantasy match. Meathead versus Frank versus Damien. Run-ins by Keisha. Run-ins by Carl with a special guest referee. If you guys are playing SmackDown v Raw 2007, put together a fantasy match. Send it out.
PWR Daily for Tuesday, December 12th. Appreciate you watching. Stick around. There was so much more.